there, guys. It's another video with Alexander and Emily. So guys, in case you do not know, we are back on this show. And when we're back on this show, we're about to tell you something. It's about our culture, man, guys. So we're about to know more about our culture, the differences, and what my bae doesn't know about my culture and what I do not know about my bae's culture.
Before we get into this video, guys, just remember to give us
a like, share,
subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Let's keep growing. Let's keep growing,
let's keep the family going, guys. Yeah, we appreciate all those who already subscribed to our channel, all the comments. We'll try giving you our best in response. I mean, the time we're less busy, we'll always respond to everyone who commented on our channel.
What are the most important parts of your culture that you want me to know about? So this is how we are going to be doing it, yeah? I'm going to read the questions.
Okay.
Both of us will answer. Yeah?
Okay.
And that's it. So first question again, I repeat. What are the most important parts of your culture that you want me to know about?
The most important part of my culture I want you to know about. For me, I would say the way of life of the people, which is our traditions.
Okay.
Our traditions, and most especially our foods.
I know the food already.
I know you know some, but like not literally all the food. You know, there are some food they call ofe nsala. You've never heard about that food before?
Zilla salad.
No. No, it's a soup actually.
Okay.
And we have ofonugbo. Ofonugbo or ofonugbo. I mean, the Igbo people watching my channel, please forgive my Igbo because I do not know how to speak Igbo. So I'm trying my best to make sure she gets the name. Why? So ofonugbo, like it's more or less like a bitter leaf soup. Yeah.
I don't like
bitter leaf. Funny enough, guys, we eat my tribe, my clan, and we eat more of vegetables. We eat more of greens like the leaf, bitter leaf, spinach, or there's a leaf called water leaf and stuff like that. So we eat a lot of that. Yeah.
So food, you want me to know
food? Yeah, more about the food and the culture. What is the difference regarding the Igbo man in his house, how he should be respected, you know? I mean, that's what I want you to know. Yeah.
How should he be respected?
For me, I don't know though. For me, I feel like there is an ego to an Igbo man, and the Igbo man always tends to protect that ego. You know, even in the Igbos, in our traditional clothes, you always see the lion head on it. So it's like a pride. It's like the culture is like a pride, and there's like this respect she tends to accord to the man. It's like he's a warrior. So.
Okay, I hear you. For me, well, you guys know that I'm from an island in the Caribbean, right? So we don't have like a lot of tradition and cultural stuff. Most of them, I think you already know these, like our cultural dance, traditional dance, our food, which is delicious as well. But I think myself, I don't know that much, like deep about our culture the way I want to know.
Those of you who know more about the culture, you can leave the comment below on our comments so we get to know more.
But what I think maybe like have us out, you know, like I can say, okay, let me take this out, this is us. Like I say this someone should know, it's an Andres people, you know, is our language, you know, Creole.
Oh, okay.
I think that's part of our culture because it's something from home, so it's only us that speak it, and then we can speak it anyhow. So we will still understand between ourselves. So yeah, apart from the language.
So you want me to learn to understand the language from getting correctly?
Yeah, learn and also write. Even though we don't have like there is the way to write it, but not everyone write it that way. We write it as its own. But,
Okay.
yeah, I want you to like be able, as you see it written somewhere or someone speaking, you will know, this one is from San Andres, he's speaking Creole, you know, that type of way. Because I think that's
But
what identify us more.
For me, I feel like sometimes the Creole of San Andres is a bit similar with the Creole or Patois from Jamaica or something like that. So how would you differentiate?
Not. You can hear the accent. They have some similarity, yes, but you will know the difference with the accent because they talk more like if they are singing, like jerking, like, you know, wagwan, and I don't know, it's different. We don't speak like that. That's all I think, from my opinion.
Alright, no problem then.
Okay,
So
next.
nothing about the dancing.
Yeah, we have dance. That's why I say traditional dances we have. They teach them in school. Well, not at school, but in some of our schools they teach them. And not everyone knows to dance it. Even if they play the music, some people won't know what's the name of that music. So that is what I'm saying. As I'm telling you, I want you to learn it. I myself, I want to learn more also.
Okay.
You know.
Alright.
And I think everyone that is from San Andres should also do that.
Yeah, I think so.
Be proud of their culture, learn all our traditional dances, to cook our food, speak our language, read it, write it. What are things I can do to express my respect for your culture? What are things I can do to express my respect for your culture? From my side, I think be part of it.
Yeah, I mean that's literally what it goes.
Let's say if there is a dance going on, the only way I will see you show respect is ask, please can I join, or show me how to dance. Then they will show you, you try and do this step even if you're not doing it then. That's the only way.
So what exactly, do you know a specific name of a dance, or
we have a lot.
So I should learn specifically?
I know we have a lot of dance, calypso, jumping polka. There is a lot of them. It's not something that people dance on the street. You know, it's something that if there is a specific program going on, an important program, like Independence Day, 1st of August, then people will dance that. You know, or some hotels also when tourists go, so the hotel they have those dances here. I will show you a video after. Alright.
Okay. Let's see how it goes.
And the funny thing about this is that there is, behind these dances there are like some background, you know, there are things why they used to dance this, why they dance this, which I don't know.
Alright, so who knows more about the San Andreans dance, or a specific name of the dance?
I just told you some dances.
So leave it on the comment though. So I want to know more about the culture. I want to know about how to integrate into the culture and stuff like that. So I don't find myself disrespecting the culture one way or the other, so people don't get
upset. We are not like that. We are not like Nigerians that everything they take to heart.
Yeah, for me, my culture, I would just ignore it. So for me, my culture, I'm like what you said, respect the culture. I mean, be part of it, acknowledge it, be aware. So it doesn't tends to look like you disrespect it when it comes to some certain points. You know, if it has to be like this and you're around the Igbo people, I mean, the Igbo clan, you should know it has to be like that, so you have to respect it within that space, so people don't look at you and say what's wrong with this person and stuff like that.
What?
I mean, serve your man, you know, like the culture is, I mean, the woman has to serve.
It's just about serving the man.
The woman has to serve, and the woman in the Igbo clan, I mean, it's not really that, I don't know how to put this, but it's trying to change now, is that most of the time it's being like, when the men are discussing some critical issue, a woman can't just intrude. So a woman can't just come in and talk. I mean, that's a very big thing between me and my bae. So I feel like I'm more into the clown thing. That's my bae. She tends to want to intrude on my talk sometimes when I'm trying to discuss. and
It's trying to help you.
it's been a problem sometimes, but like I try to manage the whole situation, or we try to manage the whole situation, and end of the day came out nice though. But most of the time, it is more about respecting when two Igbo men, you see the exclamation
Who you are
men.
talking to sometimes, not even even.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to tell you regarding like the Igbos, if you are within the space of the Igbos. So yeah, because when they are trying to trash some issues, it is tends to like the men discuss it, trash it, and bring the information back to their
Obviously,
women.
I won't go into that. If it's something serious, why will I want to go?
Yeah,
It's sometimes because he's on the phone and maybe he forgot something or he's talking about something. I would be like, babe, remember it's like this. That's not intruding.
yeah, maybe though.
Instead, it's like
Happy if you say.
Love.
Okay.
Is there anything I should know about interacting with you while others are around or not around? Is there anything I should know about interacting with you while others are around or not around? I think maybe it's like how to address you when people is around or they are not around, or how.
For me, I feel like the mode of conduct, and it has to do with the method of speech, how you address the person you love in question. So some people have the problem of not approaching the person they love properly, or because of the familiarity, they forgot that the person is a human and it has some feelings, because they feel like, okay, we're already in love, so there shouldn't be no respect in it. It's love, stuff like that. So I feel like if the only thing you know and you're already doing it is you approach me respectfully. If you want to tell me some certain things, you tends to call my attention to it privately, and you talk to me. So you're already doing it. So I mean, that's what I feel like you should know.
We know our own. I don't know if there is. I mean, normal. We don't act so extra. If everyone is there, you just act normal.
For me, no. For me, if it has to do between both of us, yeah.
Obviously, I won't say
Of
things
course,
there in
if
front
it has
of
to do
people.
between both of us, I
It's
feel
about
like
both of us.
it should be dealt with privately
No, yeah, that's
than in
true.
the open. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
But if it has to do with everything, okay, you can lash it out just like that. But with both of us, it has to be private.
How do you respectfully disagree with someone in your culture?
In my culture.
How do you respectfully disagree with someone? With us, I mean, you tell them as it is, not screaming, not aggressively, just calm, sit down, and you say, I think you did wrong. I don't agree with what you are saying, I think that's what we will do in my culture. We are not too extra with all these things. You sit down, you talk about it, and that's it. I think there is nothing else there.
Well, for me, I disagree with the pattern though. I disagree with the pattern. More about the Nigerian and African culture. Age is a big factor to who is right. You understand? So, if the person is older, tends to be the person is always right, regardless of the he not being right or the situation around the whole scenario. So for me, I disagree with the African culture, with my culture, with that. But I mean, my culture says that you should always respect, even the person is wrong. If he's an elderly person, even if he's wrong, you should always respect the person.
No, you will respect him.
Yeah,
obviously.
you should always.
But the thing here is like, if
You cannot
he is
rebuke, like even though it's like you cannot rebuke an elderly person openly. Yeah, I think it's in the Bible.
Openly, babe. One side. If he is not right.
You cannot even rebuke that person. You have to tell someone that is on probably age bracket with the person, and if the person sees the same understanding or have the same understanding with you or sees the same point with you, you have to. The person would not willingly say, okay, I'll go talk to him. But if the person doesn't see the same understanding what you're trying to send a message to, it wouldn't even care. It would just trash your mindset, your ideology over there, and just let the other person proceed.
we also respect our elders a lot. We always say that they are the one that have carried along our culture and tradition, and that they always say respect carry you through and all around the world. We always carry that here in our head. But if someone that is very old is saying something that we really like, I don't agree with what she or he is
that's
saying.
the difference. With you guys can say, I don't agree directly.
No, I won't say the like
but
that.
For
though.
us, we tends to, the Igbos we sometimes easily rebuke the person, or depend on the also if it's political wise or some meeting wise. That's why it's men. So a young man can just, since he's an adult man, probably an alpha male, he can just stand up and say, guys, no. But if it's a woman cannot rebuke an elderly man. And even when the young man that is just growing up rebuke an elderly man openly, there's an eye on the person, like stuff like that.
No, that's good.
It's not really good when you rebuke an elderly person in our clan openly.
No, but I'm saying I don't know if that's good or bad.
I know it's not good. It's not good, actually. It tends to make the elderly ones feel so entitled, so they can make decisions that would affect generations without thinking it properly. So I feel like for our culture, your culture is better with that fact.
I don't know,
So
because right now,
directly.
because of that, young people don't respect adults, elder people. I mean, nowadays, I guess you can just walk on the street and see elder people walking, and the young ones maybe won't still like say hello, good morning, me, so whatsoever. Before that used to happen.
I mean, in my culture in Nigeria is a thing. Like, if you see an elderly person, you do not greet. The elderly person will call you back and say, why did you greet me?
Some people will still do it,
Yeah.
but I will say more than the 50% of the youth won't do it, because we have just lost our, values, respect, towards elder ones. And why? Because the elder ones, they think that they know it all. The elderly ones, they will always think that they know it all, or it is the way how they used to live in the old times. But things have changed. It's not.
Yeah, things has changed, but I would a bit agree with the older ones, because they've lived. There's a saying that they've lived a certain amount of years on Earth, and they've seen some certain things that you've not seen. There's an adage in my culture that says, what an elderly man sees while sitting down, a younger person would never see that while on an iroko tree, the tallest tree. He would never see it. So it's like this person has experienced, he has seen things, he knows things. So the only thing you can actually take from the elderly one is knowledge. Instead of rebuking them. But at the time, you I feel like there's some things you should rebuke them on, but like I say, African culture, you have to just listen and say, okay, thank you.
Sir.
Yeah, thank you.
It's alright.
And choose within yourself what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, that's fine though. I just pray that at the end of the day, we do things correct of young people,
Yeah, exactly.
young ones.
Exactly.
Because we are the future of this.
Man, and it feels like the future are losing a lot of grips to the future. Yeah.
What does healthy, attractive look like in your culture?
Healthy, attractive.
What does it look like in your culture? Like if we see someone, you can say, that person looks attractive, like he looks good, he looks healthy. I have some opinion of my own though. Maybe not everyone will agree with me, but I think that healthy and attractive in my culture is more like if you see someone that looks clean, like have taken their bath, look clean, and he's dressed. It's not about like who have the most money or dress with big chain, a lot of things on. I don't know, like the latest mark. Maybe no. Yeah, this is part of it that they will say, he's attractive because he's wearing like the latest style, latest design. But in my own, I will say that's not correct. It should be more like Okay, he took his bath. Okay, he's clean. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he's dressed. Even if he's not like latest design or whatsoever. That's what I would call attractive. And it's not even about who is the most muscular or who has the most curve, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my
But
own.
for my culture, it has to do with, in the olden times, it has to do with morals. Morals and
That's the attractive and healthy, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
morals that was the attractive thing, and the hardworking man or an understanding female from a very good family that the parents are understanding and the mom is well trained and stuff like that. But now, I mean, this generation is like somewhere on the slope. Yeah, now it's more about influence, money, and I'd say, yeah, influence and money. It doesn't even have to do with your physique again. It doesn't have to do with your morals. No, it has to do with how much
Money,
you have.
I forgot about that
and
one
influence,
also.
yeah.
It's true though, money have really influenced
Yeah,
our
has influenced the generation.
in our culture.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Sometimes I think it's better when in those days, the old days.
I
The
wouldn't
culture
say.
was in top. No?
Yeah,
Culture is underground. No one know who they are, their identity.
exactly. So now it's not a very big
Crazy.
stress to find yourself and find your personality and at the same time find your goal and your purpose in life. So before, in those days, about you know who you are because your culture says you have to be respectful and you know you're going to school to become this and that and that. But now,
As you say, this continue, yeah.
yeah, and now the whole society is like, it's not even necessary you have to go to school, but make more money. So it's like,
I just
it's a
remember
shift in the paradox, something like
that
that.
before also in our culture it was like if you go to school, like to the university, you are rich. Yeah, you were rich, and people used to think that her family is like wealthy or what.
Yeah, there was a time like that in Africa, in Nigeria, to be precise.
In my island, that's really my country. As well. But no one wants to study anymore.
Yeah.
Those that are studying is because, well, they know that. I mean, that's something they really want. So what people is doing now is just, getting the job and working. I'm not saying it's wrong, but at the end of the day, I think education also matters,
Education as well matters, yeah. So you have to choose between formal and informal education. The formal education, you go to school and stuff like that. Informal education is the one, the trade you learn by the roadside, probably welding and sewing and makeup artists and probably
True.
a small petty school you can go and make yourself better in the future, yeah.
Okay guys, this was it for
This is it,
today.
guys.
Just stay tuned for part 2. This one was about values
Values of our cultures,
of
yeah.
our cultures. Maybe
Yeah.
the next video would be more deep into our family, like what are
Exactly.
the roles of the man, the woman, the child, the girl, the boy, But yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for being with us.
We appreciate
Stay tuned,
you.
guys.
Stay tuned to our channel, subscribe, hit the like button, watch our other videos if you want to know about how we met and stuff like that. So, we love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.